highs and lows, the good decisions and the bad, the successes and the mistakes. You see, looking up has become something bordering on the spiritual. I'm not religious, but that doesn't mean I don't look up. "Do you believe in God?" asked my son Ludo one morning. "I don't know," came the answer that surprised me. "I'd probably describe myself as an atheist. I'm open-minded. I've been into the various churches of God over the years. I don't have a particular calling to a specific God per se, but that's not to say I don't believe in a higher calling. It's just that mine is a little wilder. The wilderness is my religion. Nature, the flora and fauna. It's my church. I feel the same connection to a higher being when I'm in the wilderness as I do in a church. My God is not specific. It's the trees, the mountains, the rivers, the waterfalls. The wilderness heals. It soothes and calms. Don't worry, I'm not going to get too philosophical here, but it is important to understand my calling, because the wilderness in all her cloaks has a powerful spirituality. Of course, there are plenty of cultures who have long revered the sun and the moon and the power they have over us, and there are many pagans who also have a deep connection to the land and the earth. Mine is less structured. It's difficult to define, but I find the wilderness has an almost magnetic pull over me, and perhaps it's the reason for this story. The call of the wild has helped mould and shape me into the man I am today. My relationship with the wilderness has never been one of battle or war. It's never been man versus nature, but man with nature. I've tried to find the careful balance of harmony and mutual respect, of collaboration. We have such a complex relationship with nature. In some ways, we've tried to tame it and control it. Look at our cities and townscapes. We've beaten nature into submission, sanitized it and suppressed it. It's almost as if we're terrified of it, scared of its power over us. I've never been fearful of the wilderness, respectfully wary and often humbled by it, but I've always loved being close to Mother Nature. She has a way of simplifying life. Nature has the power to strip us back to our basic instincts. It's no wonder there are movements around the world for rehabilitation and therapy in the wilderness, to use the forests and the woods as a way of treating ill health. Forest schools are increasing in popularity, and many nations, from Japan to Norway, have become popular destinations for forest bathing, in which people lie on the forest floor and stare up at the canopy above. There's already scientific evidence of the healing virtues of the flora and fauna around us. It's always been perfectly obvious to me that we have a closer affinity to water, trees and mountains than we do to skyscrapers, roads and cars. It feels like we have the very basics of our existence upside down. Rather than living in the concrete grey cityscape and escaping to the countryside for holidays or breaks, we should live closer to nature and visit the cityscapes. Of course, cities hold the key to work and opportunity. But once again, we seem to have our principles and priorities slightly skewed. Do we work to live or live to work? I've always been attracted to a hand-to-mouth existence. A small-scale subsistence lifestyle has always seemed more compelling than the intensity of the materialistic, commercialized culture in which most of us in the Western world have chosen to live. Connected to the grid, we're slaves to money. We must pay taxes, mortgages and fees. The governments rely on a working society to generate income and therefore tax. For the last 6 years, I've been working on a TV series about people who've dropped out of society and started a new life disconnected from the state. They've cut themselves off from the grid, severed their connection to electricity, water, gas, phone, and in some cases money. For me, expeditions have been my own short-term opportunity to live off the grid. Expeditions have given me a chance to test my resolve and pique my resourcefulness. When I'm back at home, a cultural lethargy envelops me. When something goes wrong with the electrics or the car or the drainage, I will, by default, call in someone else to help. The fully functioning circular economy relies on everyone having a skill.